This is Dinner at the Round Table Podcast. Welcome to Dinner at the Round Table Podcast with DJ John Tovar, Nelly Nell, Chris Ryder, your source to knowledge. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner at the Round Table.
GG, I am DJ John Tovar, Lane Nell, Chris Ryder. We all did at the Round Table Podcast, your source to knowledge. We got a special guest tonight, Nelly Nell, baby.
You already know what it is, man. We got my dude, music artist Bleaze in the building. Straight out of East Harlem, bro. You already know what it is, man. Welcome to Dinner at the Round Table. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Harlem, man. That's what it is. I'm from East Harlem, man. So we from the same area, man. That's what it is.
Word. Definitely.
That's what's up, man.
Where exactly from East Harlem you from, real quick?
I'm from Spanish Harlem, but I'm from the Bronx. Grew up in the Bronx. I've been living out here for like 10 years, so I'm initiated Harlem now.
That's what it is, man. For sure, man. But welcome on to the podcast. You're a music artist, but you also do acting. So we're gonna get into who Bleaze is as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off with who you are as a person, man. Before you got into the music, just tell us a little bit about your background. And then we can go into the music career after that.
Yeah, definitely, man. My name is Bleaze. I'm Puerto Rican from the South Bronx. Grew up in the South Bronx. Went to school in the South Bronx. I've been doing music for a long time. Also do a lot of philanthropy. We have a non-for-profit that I'm part of. Basically just an all-around do everything type of dude, you know what I mean? Always been independent, always relied on whatever's in my reach, the people around me, you know what I mean? So like I said, I got my hands in a little bit of everything.
That's what's up, man. Definitely.
What's up, man?
Shouts out to me from the South Bronx too, man. That's a tough area, bro. Like I used to teach in the South Bronx. That's woo.
Yeah, for real, man. And I grew up like the Melrose, Cortland section. You know what I mean?
I know about that area. Oh yeah, I know about that.
Yeah,
it's
super tough out there, man.
Yeah, man. But definitely, man. So let's get into your music career. You originally started with a 4-man group called Fuck the World, right? It was 4, I remember that back in the days. And then you went into being independent on your own. And you also, so not only do you do hip hop and rap, but you also do Spanish too. You got into the Spanish wave. So let's talk about your music career real quick. When did you start? First of all, you know what I'm saying? Like, give us a history about your music when you started, and let us know how that transition was. The transition from you being in a group to being a single artist to now doing Spanish music as well.
Definitely. Basically, you know, I'm Puerto Rican. That's in our households. Anybody that's Spanish, music is in your household. So that's where music became my love, my passion. But as you know what I'm saying, we from the Bronx, we from the hood, we from the projects. So, you know, the main music out there was hip hop and R&B. So I grew up around a lot of people that did music, a lot of rappers, a lot of ciphers, and that kind of got me into it. I was actually really, I actually love music, but I love DJing more. So DJ was the first thing that I ever did.
Oh,
definitely. And I was really like trying to be like one of those DJs with the cutting and all that crazy. Like, bro, I was like,
yo, that's not easy, man. That takes skills, man. Like,
yo, the crazy thing was that I never had equipment. One of my mans, his father bought him equipment, and he called me up and he's like, yo, I got 2 turntables and a mixer. Oh. And that was like heaven. We was like, what? It was me, my man Greg, and my man Benvy. And we went up there. We was up there every day trying to learn and trying to learn how to scratch and mix and all that. And it was crazy. We actually got pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
A word?
Yeah. No, I actually got pretty good because, like I said, I was really studying like dudes and the technique and all that stuff.
It's art, man. It's a true art, bro. DJing is an art within itself.
Yo, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, right now it's easy because there's a lot of real easy tools. But I'm talking about when you had to carry the crates and the coffin with the
that was insane, bro. That was, man, the work you got to put in. And
Crazy.
vinyls are different from scratching with the DJ controller now because it's a whole different sound, and it takes a lot more skills with vinyls opposed to how it is now with DJ controllers. So definitely.
Oh,
man.
yeah. I mean, now they got it made, but back then, you know what I mean? Like I said, that was kind of like the rough road to DJing, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it was fun, you know what I'm saying? And it was something that really intrigued me. And I had a lot of friends that would DJ. My man Jay Boogie, you know, I've known him forever, and he was rocking. So I used to watch him and learn over him. It was crazy, you know what I mean? But that was my like initial into music. Obviously at home, my mom playing salsa and playing merengue and playing all that good stuff. But in the streets, when I was go to hang out, it was all hip hop, R&B. And like I said, I was around good DJs, and you know what I mean? I was just like, something about them turntables, man, is crazy.
Very, very tempting, right? Like, same thing with me, man. You know.
Yeah, but for sure, man. I mean, is great that you say that, because the initiation of hip hop actually came from a DJ, turntables, DJ Cool Herc. So you know what I mean. So to have you be a part of that, to go through the DJ process first, is actually you taking the very first steps of hip hop, because that's what it was, DJing.
DJ Cool Herc. It was a DJ, right? It was a DJ before the MC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a DJ, it was like the guy, you know what I'm saying? And then afterwards it became the MC, you know what I'm saying? The one, you know what I mean, who's on the mic rapping.
So and the crazy thing, I went through all the phases, you know what I'm saying? Because I got good at drawing, you know what I mean? And I was trying to be ill with the Tats Crew dudes, but that's a whole different world, you know what I mean? With the spray can and all that was different, you know what I mean? So that became a little hard, you know what I mean? But I got into that first, the dancing. Obviously, like I said, you know, we Spanish, we really grow up in that dancing and wanting to move and all that stuff, because you see your parents do it, your uncles do it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So dancing a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm not too much of a dancer.
So
but like I said, but like I said, the DJ was like the introduction before I even picked up a pen and a pad and started doing anything.
But yeah, man, like DJing, graffiti, and breakdancing was all the beginnings of hip hop.
So, the elements, I mean,
elements
of hip hop. And I think it was beatboxing too. Beatboxing is part of the elements. And the most important element to me is knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Which KRS-One definitely emphasized so much on. So,
he's an idol. He's an idol for us in the Bronx, bro.
Hell yeah. KRS-One, man. He's in my top 3 for sure. You know, my MC.
Sure,
he gotta be in everybody's top 10. If he's not in your top 10, you don't know music.
Word. That ass.
1,000%.
If he's not in your top 10, you don't know hip hop, you don't know you know what I mean? Like he did things that, like I said, people, they don't give him credit for, because like I said, he's so outspoken as far as, you know what I mean? Like how he talks about, you know, Black Power and the youth, you know, like, and they don't give him the credit, but before that part, that boy, you didn't want to play no games with him, man.
Yeah, and to think about it, man, it's like that in all different types of industries. Like the pioneers, the guys who initiate stuff, they don't get the full credit. The people who come after, when it's popular, get more credit, which is weird to me. I never got that concept.
They capitalize more, you know, monetarily.
Yeah, and they jump in when the stuff is already like built. You know, people never applaud the builders, right? Whoever built the
founding fathers, really, right? You want to call it the founding fathers, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
That just goes to show you how society's lost, man. They don't know who's what and what's what. Only like the real, you know, only people who really are interested in the fundamentals of life know about shit, right? So
definitely, they definitely deserve a lot more credit than what they do. A lot more praise. Some of the stuff that we got now, you know, I mean, even some of the stuff that you're hearing now that was hot then, that people remake now, and people think is new, don't know that was rocking in the 80s. And,
right. They didn't even know, like, it was a sample. Like, they didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Right. That always bugs me out. Like, yo, that shit. And I'm like, yo, do you know, like, that was homie had that hot in the 80s, like in the 90s.
I get that all the time. With this generation, I get that all the time, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They have no idea. That's what it is, man.
Yo, so let's get into your acting, man. To your acting. You had you've had like a little acting career as well, and you've been on a show too, right? What's the name of the show that you was on? It's
Uh,
currently
I got actually introduced into acting through rap. I used to work with a publicist, may he rest in peace, my man DOT. He was our publicist kind of slash manager when I first started really getting into hip hop and really started trying to like put music out and stuff like that. And I met him at a talent show, and he was like, "Yo, I want to work with you and your crew." And we started working with him, and he just was like he had like a lot of connections with a lot of the industry people. And he got into a real bad accident one time, and he fell all the way back. And when he did, we kind of lost touch. But we found each other again. I forgot how we did, but we found each other again. And when we did, he was working on like getting people in films and getting people in shows. And we was talking about the music, and he was like, you should do acting. And I was just like, bro, like I'm trying to get the music going, and you telling me left field. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not correlating for me, bro. Like you don't want to work with me music wise. You know what I mean? He was like, no, I want to work with you music wise, but I'm trying to tell you that there's a different type of money in Hollywood. So he kept on insisting. I said, you know what? All right, cool. So he got me a gig as an extra in a
Blue
show.
Bloods, right?
No, it wasn't Blue Bloods. That wasn't the
Oh,
first one.
that was the first one.
It was a show on the IFC network. And Joan Rivers was the lead actress.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, so it was like a comedy type of thing, whatever.
Oh, the checklist.
No, that was after too.
I was after that.
That was after. Man. Okay.
You've been on a lot of stuff, man. you were on the fringe, and all that.
Fringe was before that too.
Before that too. So what was the name of this show? The one that would.
I forget the name, but I played extra on there.
Okay.
And I was like a security guard. Like we went to a Mohegan Sun. It was shot in Mohegan Sun, where Mohegan Sun was like,
right?
Yeah, it was just like starting to blow up. We went over there, we shot it. It was like a full set. Like it was my first time doing anything like that. And I wasn't supposed to have no lines. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was a guy in the background or whatever. And Joan Rivers saw me and she goes, I couldn't tell if you was an actor or if you was a real security guard.
Oh shit.
And it was like she was making fun of me, you know what I'm saying? I was just like I didn't know how to take it. I was just like, all right, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? She was like, you know what? When I walk through the scene, I'm gonna say something, you say something back or whatever. So, you know what I mean? I got like a small little 2-3 word thing with her, you know what I mean? And from there, I was just like, you know what, yo, this is actually kind of cool. You know what I mean?
You know what, Bleazy, the fact that she told you that meant that you was really into character. Well, she couldn't tell whether you was really a security guard or
bro. I was like,
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You did such a good job. You was doing such a good job in your role as a security guard that she really thought you was a security guard.
No, that's crazy, man.
So that right there, that tells you that acting was made for you. You was made for that too.
So what happened with that though? Like, I mean, the acting.
It only aired, like I said, on that channel. I don't, like I said, I wasn't really, I didn't. I was just there, like, you know what? If I go, I'm gonna get paid, and I go back home and say I did it for my boy or whatever. But like I said, when he put me on to that, you know what I mean? I kind of seen the behind the scenes and all the intakes, and I was like, yo, this is actually pretty cool. So, he tried to get me in some more stuff. He tried to actually get me in the Biggie movie, Notorious. He tried to get me in that, yeah. And I was in a group with my boy Gamo, Angel Dirty Faces, and he sent both our pictures in or whatever. And I didn't make it because they were looking for somebody who was a little darker skin and look a little, had like a beard and all that. So my boy got the actual part, you know what I mean? Which was dope, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my brother, you know what I mean? So we both, it was like both celebrating, you know what I mean? But he actually got a nice shot in the movie and all that. So like I said, he was trying to get me in little things here and there. And that was like the real introduction for like me to really like jump into acting. And then after that, he passed away, unfortunately. But one of my peoples, he wrote a play and he was looking for actors to be in it. He actually hired my man Gamo first. And then my boy got me in. He was like, yo, listen, there's a role there. You know what I'm saying? I think you could do it. Just go for the reading. So I went for the reading, whatever. And my man Wally was like, yo, you know, you in, you know what I'm saying? I want you to play. I played like the older brother of a family in the checklist. And I was a cop.
That's the name of the play, the romantic comedy play, right?
Right. That was a romantic comedy, and it was dope. You know what I mean? And it is dope because we did 10 shows. It's still ongoing. Obviously, COVID kind of cut into that a little bit. Okay. But we did 10 sold out shows. 500 plus people. Is you know what I mean? Like for people who don't know, like Broadway, like these like Tyler Perry and all these guys that you know are now renowned. They started in Broadway, and they started with 100, you know, like people, their sellouts were like 100 people, 150 people, 200 people. Out the gate, we was doing 500 people plus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big.
That goes to show you, man, that definitely, you know, it was a good a play. You know, same people were actually going out there to see, you know, what you guys had going with the romantic comedy play. You know,
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely that got me like I said, that got me into a couple other things. I was able to get in Fringe. I was able to do extras in Blue Bloods. And then that opened the door for now, you know what I'm saying? Now they took the checklist play and they remodeled it, obviously because of COVID. And they shooting it as a pilot and they changed the name of it to My Family, Mi Familia. So that's a series that it's already shot. They're in editing, and they're gonna be pitching that to Hulu and Netflix and Amazon and all those people. And I got some great writing, some great actors. T5K, Mr. Nueva York, Mr. Commodore, Miss B. It's you know what I mean. My man Gamo's in that too. It's a bunch of great actors in that too. You know what I mean? So they took it, you know what I mean, and kind of just like retooled it, added some writing to it. And they made it something new, so definitely look out for that, man.
Yeah, Mr. Commodore is actually one of John Tavar's childhood friends.
Yeah, we grew up together.
Yeah,
yo, he's super dope.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
He's doing his thing. His brother too does community activist, Sean. You know.
Yeah, he's a solid dude. He's a great actor. People like I said, he actually got into the play before COVID. I think he did like 3 shows and he took it up, you know what I'm saying, a notch, you know what I'm saying, because he's like such a good comedian, and he's such a good actor. Like people don't get it. Like he's actually he's as good as a comedian as an actor. You know what I'm saying? So when he's on that stage, like he lights it up, man, and he makes everybody else good. You know what I mean? Because like I said,
that energy, right?
Yeah, he has a special type of energy. You know what I mean? And T5K too. You know what I mean? He's in the play too. When he came on, you know what I mean? He elevated it. Mr. New York, he was a part of the play too, and he elevated it. You know what I'm saying? So,
you talk about Tommy 5000. That's my boy. He's from here. He's from my block. I grew up with him. Tommy 5000, right?
Yes. Tommy T5K. When he jumped on as he actually plays my dad in the play and in the series. He actually
how was that experience though? Like it was.
Yo, he's you know what? Like I said, I followed him for a long time online, so I knew he's a very funny guy. You know what I mean? But also, like I said, I never seen him act. You know what I mean? And when he got on that stage, man, and he was in the practices, you know, he was about his business, man. And he came in there and he knew his lines. He added his flavor to it. And it was crazy, like I said, because, you know, people see people on Instagram and on all these platforms and, you know, they think they're just like a one type of trick pony. But, you know what I mean? Then you work with these people and you're like, nah, man, this dude, you know what I mean? He's solid, man. He know what he's doing. He comes prepared, he comes on time, you know what I mean? He's serious, you know what I mean? Like he's a really, really good actor. So is Nueva York, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even know that he knew how to speak English, bro.
Mr. Nueva York?
Yeah, Mr. Nueva York. I thought he didn't really know how to speak, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he came to the practice one time, to the rehearsals, and I'm talking to him in Spanish, and he's like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Cut you off guard with that one, right? Like, wait a minute.
I'm like, yo,
I'm been
this
speaking
dude
to
knows.
you in Spanish this whole time.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, my Spanish is good, it's decent. He's talking perfect English. He's like, bro, I know how to talk English, bro. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, it bugged me out.
Man,
But like I said, it's just, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's just some things that, like I said, until you really start working with these people in different fields, like you would never, like I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And when he started talking, I was just looking at him like,
messed you up a little bit, right? For that quick second, just messed you up. Like, wait a minute.
bro, I was
It
like,
happens to me a
wow.
few times too, man. It's crazy,
Bro.
man.
He was talking perfect. He talks perfect English, perfect Spanish, and he's about his, like he comes and he's about, like he can improv. Like it's crazy, man. Like being around them dudes. Like I said, it just shows you that, you know what I mean. Some of the people that you get in the industry with sometimes are you know what I'm saying. They're elite. You know what I'm saying. Like they know how to multi-talented people.
That's a
You know what I'm saying.
A lot of work.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
yeah,
that.
man. So let's
Salute to you though for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely.
Let's get back into your music. So, what current music projects you got going on? I know you have the Spanish tracks out, but you also have a few new songs out. Let's talk about that.
Definitely. I have I just put out a song called GFOH.
Yeah.
That was
Get the fuck out of here.
I dropped
That's
that.
what it stands for, right?
It actually, you know what? I actually messed up because it's supposed to be spelled different. And when I wrote it, I forgot a letter. You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't spell the whole thing out. I just left it as GFOH.
Oh, I see.
But it's supposed to be a T in there. It's supposed to be a T in there.
To get the fuck out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So now I leave it up to however you want to say it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I dropped that, and the same day, I dropped a Spanish song called Lo Mío. So I did like
I like that song. Lo Mío.
Good looking. I dropped that, and I dropped the English song just to do like a Spanish and an English thing. Dropped the same day, and then the day after that, I dropped both videos. They were shot by my boy Eagle Eye Media.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one who shoots all my official videos. We got together. We actually shot Lo Mío last year, and I actually held it because I wanted to make sure that I picked like a good time to drop the 2 songs. So we shot the Lo Mío video last year. I held it, and then we shot the GFOH video right before the year was up. And then when the new year came in, I dropped both videos and both songs.
Fire, man, fire. We got a female co-host coming in right now, so we're gonna let her in real quick. But yeah, man, listen, man, I like the energy on both songs. You know what I'm saying? Like especially on the GFOH where you're talking about, you know, positive energy. You need to get away from negative stuff. You need to like clear your space. What was the concept behind that song? Was it about that, like basically cleansing yourself from the bullshit and just becoming and like being more about positive stuff, around positive people, positive energy?
Yeah, definitely. I think through the whole pandemic, I think that was a good awakening for everybody. A lot of negative was in the air. You know what I mean? So you had kind of no choice either to feed into that negative aura, or you know what I mean, to level up and jump on your positive and jump on what you need to do and get things in order. You know what I mean? So when I wrote that, you know, that was kind of like the idea, like, you know, get the fuck out of here with all the negative shit. You know what I mean? If you ain't trying to help me get better or with me to get better or to succeed, you know what I'm saying? And we don't really need, you know what I'm saying, you around, you know what I mean? So that it was kind of for everybody. Like it's like an everybody anthem. Like if you got negative people around you, like I said, man, just tell them GFOH.
And then you also got the Big Shot too, which is another recent song too. Let's talk about that one, the Big Shot. What was the whole a creative side of it too? What was like the story behind it from your personal perspective?
The Big Shot, actually, I was watching an old movie, and there was a scene in there that Lawrence Fishburne. He's a cop. You know what I'm saying? The name of the movie is called Deep Cover. So I was watching the thing, and there's a character named Ivy in there.
Yes.
And he plays like the big shot who, has the block and stuff like that. So actually just watching the acting in that kind of gave me the idea for it. Because I actually used a sample from one of the scenes in that movie. I chopped it up, and I put some drums and some music behind it. And you know what I mean? Like I said, one thing led to another, and I was like, "Yo, you know what? This actually be a dope concept to actually do a song to it." Yeah. So I actually used one of the pictures from the actual movie for the cover. You know what I mean? So like I actually made it right off the theme of Deep Cover, the movie and shit.
Awesome, man. That's definitely a classic with the Deep Cover. That movie for sure. We got that dueña in the house, female co-host.
Yes.
Prepare to be astonished.
You already know.
Not all that.
You already know that's Bleaze right there, music artist Bleaze in the
What's
house.
up, Bleazy?
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm having a good time at the round table.
It is what it is, man.
My bad. I'm fashionably late.
Yeah. You know how Florida people are. They're always late to everything. Slow down there.
Hey, listen, she said fashionably late, so you got to give her credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you would know about that, Bleazy, because you're in the acting world.
I'm a Floridian now, so now I'm slow. Like I'm trying to match the pace down here. Everybody's just.
Oh, you gotta adapt to that. Yeah, definitely. That's a whole different.
Got no problem adapting to that. Sure.
I ain't mad at you, man. Y'all living the life right now.
Why you so fast? Like, cause I just moved down here like a few months ago from New York. So they're like, why you so fast? Like, slow the fuck down. I'm like, all right.
And you know why you're so fast? Because you're motivated, which is the main topic of the episode today, motivation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. Me and Bleazy was like, yo, we got to talk about being motivated because people need to stand up and do their thing, man, especially during these times, right? So we're going to get into your tracks right now. We're going to start off with GFOA, sorry, GOFA, and then we're gonna jump into you got me confused with the DTO, man. You already explained why, but yeah, man. So we're gonna jump into that, and then we'll be right back with the main topic, which is motivation. And now you guys need to get motivated, man. You know what I'm saying, and stop playing games, man. You hear me? That's why you stop playing games.
Hey.
Here we go.
Prepare to be astonished.
All I know is how to hustle. They can't teach you how to get it. So it's clip for all the ops. Keep my name up.
This is Dinner at the Round Table Podcast.
Ain't no room up in my section, knowing I ain't gotta flex. It's the way that I be flexing. So
You've been listening to Dinner at the Round Table Podcast. Follow them at Dinner at the Round Table.
GFOH, better tell the ops. GFOH, Bleazy, better tell the ops. GFOH, yerp. I need my space from negative energy. I question your thug like an answer on Jeopardy. Man, y'all as annoying as Patrick Beverly. So when I say clear me, I mean it respectfully. If you know, then you know. If it's go, then we go. We don't do this for show. If it's on, then it's froze. I'm just trying to be the go. Smoke cigars on the boat. Feed the fish in the moat. Vibes looking like goals, bruh. Oh, we keep hearing you saying your name rings. But talking and doing, boy, that ain't the same thing. We're in the cut, carefully aiming. I'm hot like the emoji, flaming. All I know is how to hustle. They can't teach you how to get it. So it's clip for all the ops. Keep my name up out your mentions. Only real ones on my side. Ain't no room up in my section, knowing I ain't gotta flex. It's the way that I be flexing. So better tell the ops. GFOH. 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 Hold up, now that I've gotten your attention, take a vow to keep it tall and use your silence as discretion. Hold up. Hit that push start on the engine, put the pedal to the metal, leave the smoke in your ascension. Hold up, jealousy breed envy, got your shorty in a frenzy. She think I'm on a heavy, shit I was just being friendly. Been nice, I ain't trendy, let loose till it's empty. Give me mine upon entry, ain't no such thing as plenty, bruh. Oh, we keep hearing you saying your name rings. Mouth full of cap, not grills, boy, that ain't the same thing. See, we in the spot, comfy, nah, none of us hating. I'm hot, like the emoji, flaming, hot. All I know is how to hustle, they can't teach you how to get it. So it's clip for all the ops, keep my name up out your mentions. Only real ones on my side, ain't no room up in my section. Knowing I ain't gotta flex, it's the way that I be flexing. So, better tell the ops, GFOH. 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 Good night, motherfucker! Revenga! Say good night to the bad guy. Come on. Last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again.
You've been listening to Dinner at the Round Table podcast. Follow them at Dinner at the Round Table.
Somos bichotes que no chivo. Si quieren guerra estamos activos. Si no dinero no me importa. Estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas. Mi reputación es honorosa. Aunque me lleven en esposas. 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 No me conocen, no soy el mismo de ayer. Esto es lo nuevo, no me compare con él. Si yo no como, ninguno van a comer. Llegó el bichote y te lo voy a meter. De Nueva York a Puerto Rico no pueden con mi estilo. Lo que tú haces basura, lo mío como un kilo. La selva de los proyectos, camino con mi corrillo tranquilo. Pero lo mío lo guardo con un gatillo. Tú no eres nadie, payaso. Un puño y lo dejo borracho. Mira cómo viste, qué asco. Ya hágalo favor y pégate un balazo. Don't fuck with me. Tiene un flow como un río. Estos diamantes me tienen el cuello frío. Y no troteo a ti tampoco son pillos. Soy pa' carajo todo el mundo si no son míos. Que se nos pegue con un tiro. Porque no juego con los míos. Somos bichotes que no chivos. Si quieren guerra estamos activos. Si no dinero no me importa. Estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas. Mi reputación es honorosa. Aunque me lleven en esposas. 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 Como te duele que tu mujer está por mí. Ella me quiere, sin tocarla se moja. Ella se viene, este flota cabrón. Y necesito mi pene, barazón como sol. Las tuyas son una vela, como tu guille de pieles. Y yo cubrido machela, ya tú sé que me cela. Soy el más favorito, y me como tapita, como los cuchifritos. Huele bicho, habla serio. Dile la verdad que tiene miedo. Te lo he dicho, soy sincero. Lo único que importa es mi dinero. Sobre te salpica esto pa' hombre. Tú no vengas pa' bloque ni te asombre. Me dicen Bleaze, estamos suaves. Le digo sí, pero cuidado con mi salvaje. Que se nos pegue con un tiro. Porque no juego con los míos. Somos bichotes que no chivos. Si quieren guerra estamos activos. Si no dinero no me importa. Estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas. Mi reputación es honorosa. Aunque me lleven en esposas.
Remember I told you when you started, the guys who last in this business, the guys who fly straight, low-key, quiet, and the guys who want it all, chicas, champagne, flash, they don't last.
Prepare to be astonished.
Minute the Roundtable Podcast. We back in the building with
Hey.
music artist Bleazy, man. We got our Dueña in the building. You don't really know what it is, man. What's Gucci, man? We're back again, man. Main topic, motivation, bro. Motivation. So motivation is basically.
Before you go on, Nelly, like, yo, that reggaeton joint was bumping, yo. I just had to say that, yo. I was all twerking over here down south. Shit.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
you.
already know, man. De Lo Mío. I love that song right there, man.
I was
But,
litty.
I mean, motivation, man. Like I was gonna say, man, that song De Lo Mío definitely is motivational because it's telling you to be, you know what I'm saying, like stay away from, you know what I'm saying, for those people that are not about you. You know, if you ain't mine, if you ain't in my corner, stay away from me, you know what I mean? So that's basically, you know, one of the messages I got off the song. So that's definitely motivational for me, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, because I'm very big on sticking to your guns, you know.
Definitely. I think that was kind of the thing I wanted to portray with that one too. Kind of like if you ain't gonna help, to get out the way type of thing, you know.
Word.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in that 100% because, you know, like although I was in New York my whole life, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to get to a different space, and the only way I could do that was to kind of get out of the distraction, you know what I'm saying? Because I know so many people in New York and, you know, always getting distracted, you know what I'm saying, with the parties and all that stuff. And that's cool and all, you know what I'm saying? But when I sit back and relax, I'm like, yo, like I literally could name one time where I was partying and clubbing with everybody like 14 days in a row, nonstop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And people
yeah.
don't understand. And, you know, people get too caught up in that flow. And it's like, well, what are you trying to accomplish in your life? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually got out of New York and I moved to Edgewater in Jersey for a while. And, you know, it was nice over there. And then whenever I wanted to come hang out with my peoples, I came to New York and, you know what I'm saying, chill. But in the meantime, while I was in New Jersey, I was doing my own thing, starting my own businesses, getting my shit together.
Yeah.
So, you know, people don't understand that that's actually part of motivation as well, like separating yourself from the bullshit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, from the nonsense.
And I bet you
Not
most of
saying that
those
my
friends.
people do nonsense, but you know what I'm saying, it's like I'm trying to accomplish something, and sometimes it's you know, you got to figure out what works for you.
And I bet you most of those friends you was out there doing the party scene when it was time for you to like build something or get involved in something positive. They weren't with it, right?
Yeah,
That's basically what the.
like, oh, let's go party tonight. Like, all right, you do that tomorrow. Like, no. And then how many tomorrows am I gonna have before I finally get my chance to you know, choose my own endeavor, to work on something that I wanted to do. So because of that, I was able to open up 3 businesses, and you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
And salute to you for that. You know what I mean? Because that's part of motivation. It's like synonymous to growth.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you obviously saw that, and you know you stepped away from the things that you knew that were letting you grow. So you moved once, and then you moved again. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they don't know how to make that distinction. You know what I'm saying? They stay in that rut. You know what I mean? And they wonder why things don't change and get better, and why new things don't happen. You know what I mean? New things never happen if you're around the same people doing the same thing, partying the same way, and nobody's saying, yo, you know what, can we take it over here, and you know, the $500 that we paying for these 2 bottles, can we put it towards something else?
Yeah. And that's the whole concept, man. Like, you know, like me, like I've been about, you know, like the last few years, if I can't build with you, bro, and if I can't do something positive with you or something in the where we can all be financially stable, like I don't want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Because you have those friends that you hang out with and you party with, whatever, but those are not the people who are actually gonna support you. Number one, they're not the ones that are gonna jump into a venture with you. So you got to surround yourself with people who have the same like kind of motivation, kind of positive mindset to move forward and do something with their lives. You know what I mean? It's not about all fun. It's not all about fun and games. Fun and games are great. They're great. But I'd rather be playing, you know, the fun and game part once I know I'm financially secure and then I got something stable. That's just me.
Definitely. Like I was telling you, you know what I'm saying, off camera. You know what I mean? I think that, you know, us being in this pandemic, like I don't know if you could have got a better push than this. You know what I mean? Because it really took everybody away from the normal. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like she was saying, you know what I mean? She was used to partying. She was used to going to do all that stuff. You know what I mean? But when you take all that stuff away, then that's when you really, really see like, all right, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying?
That's when you wake up.
Where am I going? You know what I'm saying?
What was I doing all these years? Like, what was I doing on? What do I have to show for it? You know what I'm saying?
You're shaking that booty, girl.
I mean, well, you
Call my mama.
besides that.
No, but it's true though. It's true that Doña was saying because you know, when it was time for her to like relax and do her thing, those same friends were like, "Oh, don't worry about that. Do it tomorrow." She's like, "No." You realize probably that those friends are not the ones that you need to venture off with, right? I mean, you realize that, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just part of growth. Like, yeah, I lost a few friends along the way, just trying to find my way. And you know what I'm saying? Like people just gotta accept that, and they weren't in your corner anyway.
Exactly,
Right.
and that's the vibe that I get off of that De Lo Mio song, bro. That shit, like, you know what I mean? Like what we was talking about when we came back. But it's true, man. Like if you know what I mean, like if you're not willing to, like, it's not that, you know, like some people look at it and be like, okay, you're being like bougie, or you know, you're too into yourself.
That's what they thought.
Like,
they thought I was, oh, Christina, you too good for us, or La Dueña, you too good for us. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna go ahead without you. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to make me feel bad and shit. And I'm just like, all right, do what you gotta do. Like, you want me to cry?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
you was like,
And y'all still doing the same bum ass bullshit y'all was doing 10 years ago. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna tell you everything. You know, I heard a good quote that everything has an expiration date.
oh, word, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And yo, when you really look into that quote, you know, it's true. You know what I mean? And sometimes, as much as you don't want to believe that things have or people have an expiration date, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do, and it doesn't mean it's a negative thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look at you moving on to something else or doing something to better yourself as a negative thing, and nobody should. And if somebody does, then they weren't, you know, they really didn't know you and really didn't care about you and how you were going to secure yourself and get yourself in the right place.
Yeah, man. Listen, there's levels to this shit. Life is about different stages, right? And if you can't move up to the next stage with me, well, guess what? I'm sorry, buddy. I'll see you in the next life, because I need to keep on moving to a different frequency, because I'm trying to like leave a stamp behind or a legacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just like be like, okay, so I was on planet Earth for 80 years. What do you do? Just sit on my couch and watch Netflix all day. No, man, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be in heaven, being like, okay, or if heaven does exist or whatever, the afterlife, or if I turn to be a tree for the rest of like eternity, whatever, right? Like, at least I'm a tree now, but I built this in this year. You know what I mean? And be like, you know, say like, be like known for something, you know?
Filters.
Yeah, and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least I accomplished something. You know, something like that.
Yo, and you know what? And you hit it right, on the button, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, sometimes you got to kind of look at yourself and kind of say, all right, you know what I'm saying? You know, how much more can I do, like me? You know what I'm saying? Or what are the things that I want to do, I want to accomplish? You know, I think I did that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, through this COVID, I think I took it as that, like, you know, damn, yo, like I was used to doing this. I can't do that no more. How can I fill in those things with things that I really wanted to, you know, or really interest me, you know what I mean? And like I said, I told you off camera, you know what I'm saying? I got back into the acting more serious, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I saw Ulysses Terrero put up something about an acting class. I jumped in and jumped into that acting class.
Oh,
yo,
I'm in the class right now.
You in the class right now?
That's funny you said that.
Yo, that's what's up.
With Ulysses Terrero last week. Tomorrow's my second day. So that's so funny you said that.
Yes, definitely. I got into the class, you know what I mean? And
class already?
I did two courses. I did one that was like a 3 course, and then I did the full one after that.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah.
started, so I still don't know, but we did one monologue last week, and you know
Hmm.
everything is virtual. So you know, were you doing the physical, like you know, meeting up, or were
No,
you?
no, yeah, it was all virtual because
Oh, it's
you
all
know, like I
virtual.
said, I started it through COVID, through the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I said, man, for me that was a real test because, like I said, I did some acting before that, but
Mhm.
what he was doing was like 100% different. You know what I mean? And actually made me realize that I thought I knew a little something, and then when I started doing the course, I was like, wait a minute.
It's
I,
not a
I
game.
yeah, like I need to really
Yo,
take
that's his
this
logo. That's his
serious.
slogan. It's not a game.
Yeah, like you got like it's the serious thing, and and there's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you wanna, if you're serious, you want to perform well, and
Yeah.
you want the people who are in the class to kind of see that you're doing well or that you're learning. So it's really really intense, and it really like it made me go, you know what? If I really want to do acting, like I really got to take it serious. You know what I mean? So for you, now that like I said, really take all the advice they gives you or anybody in that class, because
Mhm.
he's really intense and he's really about that life. Like
He
he's gonna really make
yo,
you
he
be
cut a
about
couple
that life.
people. He cut a couple people because they was playing around and you know not showing up to class on time and stuff. And it's like, all right, you expelled. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like you here to waste my time, or you here to let's do this. So yeah,
And
you could tell he's very serious, and you know that's cool. Like that's sometimes what you need. Like he holds you accountable, and he'll even put you on blast. You know what I'm saying? Like he put
Yeah,
me on blast, but
yeah,
like the way I got it was I think I was just lying in bed. I was about to go to bed. So I didn't, I had no makeup on. I looked crazy. I was just about to go to bed and I'm just flipping through the Instagram and he said, yo, I got one free seat left. So
mm,
he posted that and I was like, oh shit, let me get on right now, right now, right now. Like, fuck my makeup, fuck my hair, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? And I got on and I got the seat. So
yeah,
he was
wow.
like really happy about that. He was like, yo, like, you didn't care about how your hair looks, you know what I'm saying? You didn't give a shit about none of
yeah,
that. You wanted to get on. And not only did you do that in a timely fashion, but you got the part as well. So,
yeah.
you know what I'm
You would,
saying? Like he said he was really impressed by that. So that was cool. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm gonna take it serious now because I wasn't expecting him to do that, you
yeah,
know?
but you know what was that? That was motivation because you
Yeah.
knew
Yep.
you were determined. You had you were motivated to make your acting stuff popping. And Breezy kind of had the same story when he actually
Same,
signed up.
same
There was
exact
only one more
story.
seat available.
What's up?
It was only
Same
one
exact
more, right? One more
story. Yep.
seat. Yeah.
Same
So
exact story. He put it up and I missed. I saw it. I saw the post like 8 hours after he posted it. And I
Oh,
just sent him a message. I sent him a message. I said, yo, damn man, I seen this too late. I would have sent a monologue. And then he was just like, so send
send
it.
it.
And I was just like, what? And I sent it right away. And he was like, yo, I'm saying, you in. And I was just like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? So like I said, and like I said, it's part of being motivated. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
And
my wife was actually the one was like, yo, you need to like send it right now. Like, go do it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like,
it just be like that.
yeah.
Like, what you got to lose? You know what I'm saying? What you
Right.
got to lose? What's
Yeah.
just doesn't pick you, or maybe you'll come in during the next because we're doing the 8 weeks. So I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
closed right now for 8 weeks. But you'll just have to wait for the next 8 weeks. But it's like what you got to lose, just do it. So that's why I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't. Let me get out of bed. I'm gonna do it. So he told me to do a scene, and he told me dead ass to my face. Yo, this shit is bad funny. He was like, yo, that was bad, by the way. Yeah. I was like, damn, for real, you gonna do me like that, Yuli? He was like, all right, I was like, yo, give me one more chance, give me one more chance. And so he
Yo,
gave me another chance. And so I did the line again. And he was
Yeah.
like, yo, that was worse than the first
yeah, and you know what?
one. But
And
that
I'm
was
and
cool.
I'm
That was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, they won't take no constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? They'll take it to heart and they'll let that little part shatter their dreams or whatever. But you can't let that shit shatter your dreams. Like if he doesn't feel you for the moment, then he's just not feeling you that moment. That doesn't mean that there's 100,000 other directors and opportunities out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
but
not the only one, but luckily, you know, he was.
Yeah, but what he did was that he motivated you though. You know what I mean? He knew that you were bold enough to even take the bait. You know what I'm saying? Of saying, yo, I got one more seat. You know what I mean? And then when you got on, you know, he motivated. Like I said, he did the same thing to me. Cause like I said, when I saw it, I'm like, damn, yo, like damn, I should have, you know what I mean? I wish I would have saw this earlier. And like I said, if I didn't do, I'm gonna tell you, you know what I mean? From that, I right after that, you know what I mean? I got into a series called Psycho 6. That they're gonna be the pilot is gonna be shipped. They're gonna be shopping it to Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. I got into another one called Free. I got into another one called Homicide. You know what I mean? So like all the things right after that, because of his motivation, led to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being in these little kind of circles around the people that were in that class. For them to reach out towards me and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I saw you in the class, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is available. You might want to holler at them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that I know is working on something and I go, yo, you know what? Since I went through the 8-week crazy course with this crazy man, I'm willing to say, you know what? I know what let me see what you're doing over there. It can't be as tough as that was. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, all of that kind of revolves around that motivation to, you know what I'm saying, want to just do something that you really were either afraid to do or you didn't have the time to. And like I said, this time period right here, like I said, I think a lot of good came out of a lot of bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you just think about the whole concept of what 2020 means. Universally 2020, the mathematical language, which is the universal language. The only language is universal is math. 2020 means perfect vision, clear vision. So I mean, the pandemic was bad. A lot of people lost their lives, but for a lot of other people, it was an awakening and an eye opener. Clear vision to wake the fuck up, get up from your seat, and do something about your life, right?
It reminds everyone that we're not going to be here forever. So when are you going to make your dreams come true? Now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you know, God willing, if you're still alive. So I always like to tell people, you know what I'm saying, you're going to bleep me out, but pick your balls up and get this shit motivating.
Yeah. And you're unfortunately, if you ain't use this time wisely to do what you got to do, things are gonna go back to normal. And when things go back to normal, not 100% like we used to, but it's gonna be very close to it. You're not gonna have time to focus on yourself because you're gonna be stuck worrying about a 9 to 5 again, worrying about the kids going to school, going about your daily routine, and you won't have time. That time that was essential to spend with yourself. That's what the pandemic and 2020 taught us, to spend time with yourself, get to know yourself, get to know your spouse or your significant other, your kids, your family, get more integrated with your inner being to become somebody, you know what I mean? And talking about Ulysses Terrero, you were saying, he's kind of a tough cookie when it comes to the whole perspective of acting, and that just shows professionalism. He's preparing you for how Hollywood is going to treat you, and how these directors and producers, you've been in the acting game, Bleazy. They're ruthless. They'll tell you like, yo, get the fuck off the set. They talk to you dirty. Yeah. They don't care. There's so many other actors, they'll replace you easily. So he's preparing people to understand not only the fundamentals of acting, but also the business of acting. Because in the business of acting, in the movie industry, directors, producers, these film companies, they can give two shits about who you are. They can just, they can kick you out the can real quick and replace you, kick you off the show.
They don't got time to waste. They got like 20 other people who are willing and able. You know what I mean? So why are they going to waste their time with you? They tell you to do something. And he mentioned this in class too. I give you an assignment and, give it back to me as soon as possible. Like, oh, I'll do it next week or the week after. Like, he's like, all right, you wait the week or the week after. I'm already shooting that film or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's not playing around.
Listen.
Yeah. I think, like I said, I think that's a life thing too. You know what I mean? I think we kind of sometimes take that stuff for granted, like time.
Procrastinate.
time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? When you hit that right on the button, you know what I'm saying? Like, we think we have time, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know the what's tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? What's in an hour, what's a minute away. So, you know what I mean? A lot of this stuff that you can do, you should do, you know what I'm saying? Or you should try. You know what I mean? You should do it right away. Like he told you, you know what I mean? The projects, you know, it's 100,000 people trying to do acting. You know what I'm saying? Just because you think that you're the one doesn't mean that you're the one. You know, it's the same thing with music. You know what I mean? Just because you think your song is hot doesn't mean the world thinks the same. You know what I mean? So you got to do you at the pace that you should be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Pretend that this is your last year to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put that fright in your soul and that fright within yourself. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone I knew actually just passed away last week due to COVID. You know what I mean? And one other individual that I knew, he passed away in January due to COVID. You know what I mean? Like, and these are people who you wouldn't, you wouldn't know. Like, oh, had no idea he had underlying health conditions or whatever the situation was that took place. Like, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? And it happens just like that. And you're not gonna have another chance.
No.
You know?
Right.
So you got to
Right.
stay motivated. You have to. I mean, the way that I stay motivated is by setting like small goals for myself. So I have short-term goals and I have long-term goals, right? So what I do is I'm very big on affirmations. So what I do is I write everything down. If I have an idea, I write it down. I'll read it every day. You know, just a little list of things that I want to accomplish, my short-term goals, and then once I reach the short-term goals, that motivates me to reach the long-term ones. And I have quarterly goals, mid-year goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals. You know what I'm saying? Each time I accomplish one of them. So let's say when I accomplish my daily goals, I'm like, okay, now my next job is the weekly one. You know what I mean? And it just keeps me going, bro. It keeps me motivated. And you know, if you want to practice an exercise of things that are gonna help you stay motivated, I mean, whatever works for you works for you. But successful people, there's a lot of literature on this. If you write things down, you talk to yourself about things you want to do, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what, today I'm gonna do this. It helps. A lot of successful people in the world, well, the most successful people in the world, have written testimony or verbal testimony that they write shit down. They speak to themselves about stuff that they want to do, and they're big on affirmations. And you know, that's the only way you can manifest things and keep yourself motivated. I mean, that works for me. I don't know what works for you, Bleezy, but maybe you can give our listeners and our viewers an idea, and La Dueña as well, as to what you guys do to stay motivated in general.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I said, I'm a person that I love all the arts. I love music. I love acting. I love fashion. You know what I mean? So I'm really in the arts. I'm also, you know, I love helping people. So I think that sometimes helping people is a way to motivate yourself. You know what I mean? Because giving is motivating. You know what I'm saying? Like when you give advice, you know what I mean? When you give service, when you do things like that, sometimes that's enough to motivate you to do things because, you know, karma is a thing that's real, you know, and sometimes, you know, you can be selfish and forget about the world and get kind of like caught up in everything that's you. But I think motivation wise for me, I think I get motivation from helping me and helping the people that I know that I can or even saying something to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or telling them, yo, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, what you been up to, what you doing now, you know? Sometimes I think that in itself is a way to also help yourself, you know, because like I said, I believe in karma and I think good karma always comes back, you know what I'm saying, when you help other people. So for me, like you know what I'm saying, you know, I do my yearly vision board, you know what I mean? My wife actually got me into that. She started doing that. I started doing it with her. You know what I'm saying? And we put that up, and we keep that somewhere I could see it. She has hers where she could see it. You know, and I look at it, you know, and I try to knock those things off little by little. You don't always get all of them, you know, but you try to go for as many as possible. And you share, and you set short-term goals, just like you said. I also set myself up for short-term goals. Last year I did that. I told myself that I wanted to put out music every month, so I made sure that I dropped music every month. No matter what, you know, no matter what was happening in the world, no matter what was going on in my life, I made sure that I wanted to drop a new song or 2 new songs or a project every month. And I accomplished that. And for me, that was big because, like I said, you know, I was coming from a group, you know, we did a lot of work together. We put out a lot of stuff, you know. So me kind of going into this whole solo thing was different, you know what I mean? So I wanted to prove that to myself, like, yo, you know what? I could keep up the same amount of work that I did when I was with 4 other guys, you know? So it was a short-term goal and a long-term goal at the same time. And like I said, through the pandemic too, you know, like I said, I wanted to get more into acting. That was a short-term goal that now is turned into a long-term one, you know? I said, you know what? I'm gonna do the class. I'm gonna finish the class. I'm gonna see where it goes from there, you know. And then like I said, I just so happened to kind of get into these little things. And you know, like I said, when the role came up for Psycho 6, I was ready to jump in there because, like I said, the little short term goal prepared me to go to that. You know, it prepared me to jump into the short joint called Free, the one that's called Suicide. You know what I mean? So like I said, all these little things kind of, it was small that turned into long term. You know what I mean? So I think for me, that's a you know what I mean? You know, do the things that you want to do for yourself. The people that are around you also that are motivated, use them too. You know what I mean? Because helping them is helping you.
Yeah, for sure. Dwayne, how about you? How do you stay motivated?
Oh my God, so many things. I mean, what I started doing lately that has definitely been making me feel so much better is going to sleep early and waking up early. Like I'm not used to that, you know what I'm saying? Because I worked in the hotel industry for like many years, and I'm always used to working these crazy hours, and sometimes I'll be up till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, just like, you know, doing nothing or whatever. So I started this past week, actually. I've been going to bed at midnight, making sure I fall asleep right away, and I'm up at 7 in the morning. And just this past couple of days that I've been doing that, I've been able to accomplish so many things that I've been putting in my to-do list, you know what I mean, just because of that. So that definitely helps. Every time I think of something, like something that I want to work on or something to get better, I write it down in my phone. I have my little notes in my phone. And so I got this like checklist of like 100 things that I want to accomplish. So what I've been doing is, now that I'm like waking up early so I could bang some of these things out, is I give myself a weekly goal. So I'm going to take 5 of these things of my 100 to-do list, and I'm gonna make sure I bang these out, these 5 for the week. And that's been helping me so much. Like, you know, learning to play guitar. I've been always fascinated about guitar players, and so I've been doing that, practicing with the acting, and then working on the online businesses too. You know what I'm saying? I have one clothing business, and I have 2 other products that I'm selling as well. So I'm working on those as well, and scaling on those and educating myself. That's another thing that a lot of people are not doing, is taking their time, you know, especially for the people who are at home during the pandemic, like learn everything you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, I don't have time, I got to feed the kids and blah, blah, blah. I'm a single mother. My son is 17 years old. If I can make time to do it, I'm sure anyone else could do it. You know what I mean? But you got to make the time. There's a difference. You can't just wait till you have time to do something. You got to make time. You got to schedule out your day and be like, all right, this is the time I'm gonna wake up and do breakfast for the kids or whatever. This is the time I'm gonna do this. This is the time I'm gonna do that. All right, I got this time available. All right, I'm gonna put that time for me. I'm gonna watch, you know, go into YouTube or do some research or whatever it is that I need to do, you know, to learn the things that I want to accomplish this year. So, you know, people need to remember, you got to make that time. It's not going to just come to you. because things always come up, things always come up, your AC breaks down or something, your car breaks down, like all of it, like life is going to continue on whether you're ready for it or not. So like, why are you waiting for that to happen? No, you got to make time. Like, all right, from 7 in the morning to 10 in the morning, no one's going to be bothering me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do. So I'm going to use those hours to, accomplish the things that I need to accomplish.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta stop making excuses for yourself because life isn't a throw wrench at you all the time.
All the time. You gotta expect it. You gotta
be like this. You gotta like dodge that shit, get that shit out the way, like slap it around. Do the Matrix.
My car broke down. Where?
And then go back to your list of things like Count Dracula.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. So yeah, man, you gotta
life is gonna wait for you.
Yeah.
You gotta pick your balls up.
You know what it is? Like, like it's funny because we all had like the same kind of like motivational tools when it came to like setting goals for each other. Like when you write things down, I do too. Saying Bleazy does his thing too by having short-term goals, and then reaching those helps them reach the long ones. And it's all about putting yourself in a position where you feel comfortable enough that you're not oversaturating or overwhelming yourself as well, and doing things step by step at your own pace, but also being adamant about it because life is short. You don't want to like miss out on anything, but that's basically what it is, man. To have those tools to be able to accomplish your dreams or your goals is to just find yourself, find what makes you stay motivated, and just go with it, man. Just stop making excuses and just make it happen.
Yeah, and like you said, I think the excuses thing, that's big, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people lean on the excuse thing, you know what I mean? And truth be told, I mean, you can pretty much do everything that you want to do right from your phone. From the thing you hold all 90% of the day, you could do so much thing. Like she said, you could learn, you get on YouTube, you could, you know what I mean? It's
like
endless.
The businesses that I'm working on, all of that, I learned by myself on YouTube. I didn't have anyone that was like, into those type of businesses that I'm working on. And so I had no mentor, I had no one to rely on or anything. All I did was let me just get on YouTube, and there are so many videos out there if you look for it that will give you the answers that you need. There's like billions of videos on freaking YouTube. Like you got to go out there and find it, So I just found one video. Oh shit. All right. Now I know how to do Facebook ads. Oh, here's another video. Oh shit. Now I know how to build my own website. Oh shit. Now I know how to open up my LLC. All that stuff I did through YouTube,
Word. Salute to you for that. That's motivational right there. A lot of people could take that right there and run with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a lot. It's like lots of 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos. There are other videos that people walk you and hold you by the hand and show you exactly how to do every little thing. Like I've watched videos, I would say I've been watching those type of videos for like a year before I finally implemented what my plan was. You know what I'm saying? So I could have done it a little bit sooner, but for some people, I felt like, honestly, I'll be real with y'all. Like I fell into the analysis paralysis thing. Like I was thinking about it way too hard. I was thinking about it way too much. I was like, wait, what if I fuck up and lose money? Like if you look at a lot of the top CEOs and a lot of those top, owners of these big companies, they'll tell you the same thing. And they say it in these interviews. They didn't know nothing about what they were getting themselves into when they got themselves into their company. They didn't know. Yeah. So they know as much as they knew about their company as much as I knew about my company, which is not a lot. Sometimes the most important thing is action. You just got to implement it. You got to dive in there. I don't know everything. I'm not saying that I know everything, but I'm going to just go in there and help me God,
Preach.
Yeah, man. You gotta be like a Power Ranger, man. Just get in there and kick ass. You know what I'm saying?
Or Elmo. He calls me Elmo.
You gotta just go in there. And
what color Power Ranger you are, man?
Me, I'm definitely I like to be the Green Ranger, man.
Whatever. I'm the green one.
The Green Ranger. Which eventually turned to be the White Ranger, right? So I gotta get into it, man. So for sure, man. But listen, man, Bleazy, man, we definitely appreciate you coming on the show. We do a final thought on the show, so let's do a final thought based off of the main topic, and also give us your social media drops where people can find your music and all of your music accolades, and then just let us know what it is.
Definitely. Like I said, man, my final thought for the motivational part of it, like I said, do what motivates you. Do what you love. Do it for love. I know that it's a corny kind of thing to say, do it for love, but with that, you know what I'm saying, you have only the expectation that you love it. Other things arise from that. You know what I'm saying? When you do things out of love and the things that you love, you don't expect anything but that from it. You know what I'm saying? And then other things come from that. So for me, do what motivates you. How to get motivated? Like I said, how to get motivated, man. Just believe in the things that you feel are true, the things that feel good for you. You know, you got a couple of tips here. Write them down. Do a storyboard. You know, do the little things. Set small goals. Set long-term goals. As for me, you know what I'm saying, that's how I do my thing. My social, all of them are Bleazy, B.
Oh, I think he froze. Dang, do we listen?
Man, Tuz, what happened? You went into
Where you at?
yeah. He morphine time.
It's morphin' time.
He got called. Go, Bleazy Ranger!
It's morphin' time.
Oh man, what happened, bro? You froze. And we thought
We lost you.
I don't know. It kicked me out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was able to jump right back in.
It was Zordon. He called for you. It's all right. Zordon.
I don't know where I left off, but like I said, motivate. You know what I'm saying?
Social media.
All right, cool.
Social media.
All right, so y'all can find me at BLEAZE __. That's on all of them: IG, Twitter, Facebook, whatever other ones out there, TikTok, all of them. All my music is on iTunes, on Amazon, on Tidal, on Spotify. So look it up. I got a huge catalog on there. I just started working on Spanish music, so the Spanish music is only a couple of songs, but I'm gonna be dropping a new song on Valentine's Day. Nell caught the he caught the little clip I put up. It's doing good, so hopefully y'all like it. As far as acting, like I said, I got a couple things cooking on that end. Look out for the My Familia, My Family, My Familia, directed by Wally World. I'm in that. Look out for Psycho 6, directed by Davina. Look out for Free, directed by my boy K Starks. And look out for Suicidal Homicide, directed by my boy John, and shot by my boy Rec. So on the acting end, I got those things popping. Hopefully they all get picked up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, hopefully they all get picked up by Hulu and all those Disney and all of them. And you know what I mean? We get to jump on this joint and we can start talking about those. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. Like, let's keep in touch because I got another class with him tomorrow. So I'm getting myself prepped for that, because he's snipping people. Like apparently there was a lot of people in this class, but he's just like, hey, you ain't with it?
Yeah, definitely. When you talk to him, tell him that you Bleazy. Be like, word.
Please?
Bleazy. Tell him Bleazy.
Like that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Doña, what's your final thought for the?
My final thought is like, have y'all seen that video with Shia LaBeouf? And he's like, do it. It was like a whole video of him just saying nothing but, do it. Just do it. Just shut the fuck up and do it. So that's my final thought.
Final thought, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, I'm basically on the same page. Just get up, get up, brush your teeth, have some
And
breakfast,
do it.
and get the fuck out your door and do what you gotta do, man. Because
Right.
the world,
Do it. Shut up and do it.
the world's gonna keep on spinning, but you might not keep on spinning because you might not make it right one day. But you know, you gotta stay motivated and just look at it as, you know, look at life as a gift, and understand that you was given a gift to be here in this world, and that you need to take that time and understand that it's precious, and do what you need to do to feel comfortable with your legacy, right? And basically, that's basically my final thought.
It's morphin' time.
That's it. Yeah.
I love it.
Yo, you already know, man. Bleaze in the building, music artist. Main topic, motivation, man. We killed it today with my host, La Dueña. Shout out to John Tavar, Chris Ryder, the other day, Dinner at the Roundtable Family. We'll be back tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, with our Spanish Latino version, Cena la Mesa Redonda, Samaná Tropical Village Resort in the house. You already know what it is, man. You guys has been great, man. Thanks for coming on. Yo, Bleazy, I'll be hollering at you, my brother. Keep on doing your thing. You definitely a staple in our community, man. You keep on pushing the Latino movement, you know, in your own way. So that's what's up, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Definitely, and thank you for having me, man. Salute to you and your platform and all the hosts on here, man. Y'all always do a good job. I've been following y'all for a while, and I was actually thirsty to get on the show because y'all do such a good job. And like I said, me and you, we got history. We go back, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm super hyped to see you, you know what I'm saying, doing this. And you know, it looked like you love it, man. So salute to you, and like I said, salute to the host and the platform y'all bringing forth. Word.
For sure, brother, man. We're definitely gonna have you back on soon, bro.
Bleazy.
You already know, man. We out of here, man.
You've been listening to Dinner at the Roundtable podcast. Follow them at Dinner at the Roundtable.
Que se nos pegue con un tiro, porque no juego como mío. Somos bichotes que no chivo. Si quieren guerra estamos activos. Si no dinero no me importa. Estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas. Mi reputación es honorosa. Aunque me lleven en esposas. 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 No me conocen, no soy el mismo de ayer. Esto es lo nuevo, no me compare con él. Si yo no como ni chicken, I'm a savage. Trickin' like a savage. Steady poppin' like a savage. Whippin' like a savage. Shorty strippin' like a savage. Swipin' like a savage. Lookin' workin' like a savage. Grindin' like a savage. I ain't even gonna hold you, we lit. I ain't even gonna hold you, we lit. I ain't even gonna hold you, we lit. Lit. I'm litty off that rosé, jury cold like sorbet. Fuck hoes, no foreplay. From the BX up to Norway, here to swipe them off me. Chill is what I portray, but a nigga try and get froggy. That knife work like OJ. That buck full of them bottles, bruh. My section looking like a brothel, bruh. And we ain't gotta get hostile, bruh. Cause when time is money, they clock you, bruh. For that chicken, I'm a savage. Trickin' like a savage. Steady poppin' like a savage. Whippin' like a savage. Shorty strippin' like a savage. Swipin' like a savage. Put the work in like a savage. Grindin' like a savage. I ain't even gonna hold you, we lit. I ain't even gonna hold you, we lit. I ain't even gonna hold you, we lit.
Somebody call my mama.
I'm going off that hookah. My walk is like them hoopers. These gold frames, Medusa. This key talk, no super. Your bankroll is humor. Your gang some losers. I run upon you with shooters and redesign your whole future. I'm just after that cash, bruh. Now I ain't acting no sag, bruh. I don't dance to this rap, bruh. So miss me if it ain't bag talk.
To that chicken, I'm a savage. Trickin' like a savage. Zaddy poppin' like a savage. Whippin' like a savage. Shorty strippin' like a savage. Swipin' like a savage. Put the work in like a savage. Grindin' like a savage.
I ain't even gon' hold you, we lit. I ain't even gon' hold you, we lit. I ain't even gon' hold you, we lit. Lit. Whatever cost. Get it, Bleazy. I'm just trying to make this hustle work. We just trying to make these dollars flip, triple flip. Me and my niggas spot popping corks. Wanna chip, trying real hard not to lose this grip for the purple stripes. Purple stripes. All the world after purple stripes. Purple stripes. I'ma kill the game for them. They can't stop me, I'm all in my bag, on one like Yeezy. I'm shallow on vein, fuck it, I'm all about green like a kiwi. Your shorty, she love me, I hit it the passage, she be too freaky. I'm on to the next, so after I'm done, that number on delete. Fuck is they talking about? Watch a nigga turn up. Take it to my face red. Looking like a turn up. I'm talking that Pablo. They can never curve us. It's plata como, really no choice, but you pick the server. I just want loyalty, Hennessy sex, good but a Cuban. Stacks over stacks, majority on ice, like it's the Bruins. She put my Molly a date, she say it keep it moving. But I don't be judging, cause I ain't no saint, and fuck it, we human. Turn up. I'm just trying to make this hustle work. We just trying to make these dollars flip, triple flip. Me and my niggas got poppin' corks. Wanna chip, tryna yeah. Sexy like Rihanna, attitude on Cardi B, timeless like Madonna, get that bag like Queen B, dressed to kill like J-Lo, vibe is on Alicia Keys, got that Rita Ora, she missing a piece of peace. F all that talking, I'm trying to get in your pants, ain't no sense in me fronting. I'm feeling your motion, this liquor, your body, your sauce, got me on something. I don't do cuffing, but you got that shit, make me break all the rules like it's nothing. So let's make a move, jump in this wick and this somewhere indulging this loving shit. Cause I don't even smoke, but tonight put one up in the air. Told the top back, mix it with a perk like we don't care. 100 on the dash, reckless, 6 in the morning, but we don't want breakfast. Hungry for sex, and we in each other's mouths, you might think we some dentists. Now, bra off, no pennies, hair loose, talking nasty, throw on Joe the seat and made her. Tag off, socks on, body fresh, both gone, throw on Joe the seat and made her. Yeah. She don't want. Blame it on the Hennessy. She must've got the best of me. Got me in my feelings now, and I'm looking for a remedy. I'm mixing pills with this chemistry. Want revenge for the jealousy. Gotta fix my aim now, so I can kill my fucking enemies. Cause all these bitches said it was a dub, heard you. And pussy niggas always throwing subs, heard you. They banking on me never coming up, heard you. So we did it on our own, fuck a plug. They must've thought that I wouldn't get rich. Fronted on me, now they all trying to switch. Buried alive, but I got got out there this now I'm here for the bands and the cars in the crib. Learning from lines, listen to bitch, trying to get it like hoes. Tupac through this shit, putting that work. Ship on the ship, got no time for the talk unless it's business. Yeah, cause mama need a mansion and Tito need an Aston. My sisters need them breakfast. Yeah, I got that heckler for the action. I ain't with that cyber chat and get this shit and no we scrapping. Yeah. His face. I got this one bad piece out of Santorini, Greece, sipping daiquiris on the beach. My life's rather unique. 100 bands on a yacht, that Desi within my reach. If he move, face holding my press it against his cheek. Nothing sweet when it's war. Bleezy load the Gatling, use bitches as our shields. Hold the scope on the kid. Let it burn like a dragon, turn niggas into phantom. Salt water for the bodies, then I feed them to the salmon. Offshores do the scrambling, only take what's necessary. Always gotta get to that bag, it's hereditary. Wires to the secretary, money to the Cayman. Clean tax write-off, then we dash like Damon. Toss any statements, make sure there's no paper trail. Talking grown man biz, keep the jokes for Chappelle. Running digits like Gazelle, or the chopper cartel. Kevlar lining under the suit's lapel. Is it heaven or hell? Don't know where we headed. Sticking to the script until they showing the credits. We ain't talking that debit, send niggas a message. Offers you can't refuse, horses that get beheaded. Fetish for the fast life, ain't nothing sweeter. From New York to Ibiza, got more strength than Derek G. Make it hot and tip the meter. Pull up with a diva. You against us, blood, I wouldn't wanna be ya. Their arms too short to box with guards. Apollo and Hercules wouldn't bet them odds. Razor sharp javelins all up in these bars. My flow's on Neptune's if yours on Mars. Life behind bars, ain't trying to see the penitentiary. Gotta raise my seeds, I ain't trying to see centuries. Destiny for me to be wealthy beyond measures. Finger fuck the Glock 9's how I describe pleasure. Old school money, count mines and Roman numerals. 2 pennies over your eyes for the funeral. I know niggas never like me, so it's mutual. It's politics over bullshit, you know the usual. Put a few dummies in a grave in emergency room. Dr. Doom, how I'm performing surgeries. Certainly, I ain't with threats or attempt burglaries. Currently the focus is properties and its currency. Championship run by all means like Steinbrenner. Because my life started in storms, no Kyle Jenner. Bring the earth, air, water, and fire like airbenders. The hoes call me Padron Bleezy, the big spender. Niggas lie on the stand, to lie on a man. I die where I stand, that's supply and demand. Provide for the fam, rely on the plan. Cause a nigga ain't doing this. Que se nos pegue con un tiro, porque no juego como mío. Somos bichotes que no chivo. Si quieren guerra estamos activos. Si no dinero no me importa. Estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas. Mi reputación es honorosa. Aunque me lleven en esposas. 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 No me conoce, no soy el mismo de ayer. Esto es lo nuevo, no me compare con él. Si yo no como, ninguno van a comer. Llegó el bichote y te lo voy a meter. De Nueva York a Puerto Rico no pueden con mi estilo. Lo que tú haces basura, lo mío como 1 kilo. La selva de los proyectos, camino con mi corrillo tranquilo. Pero lo mío lo guardo con un gatillo. Tú no eres nadie, payaso. Un puño y lo dejo borracho. Mira cómo viste, qué asco. Ya gano favor y pégate un balazo. Bori tiene un flow como un río. Estos diamantes me tienen el cuello frío. Y no troteo a ti tampoco son pillos. Son pa' carajo todo el mundo si no son míos. Que se nos pegue con un tiro. Porque no juego con los míos. Somos bichotes que no chivos. Si quieren guerra estamos activos. Si no dinero no me importa. Estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas. Mi reputación es honorosa. Aunque me lleven en esposas. 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 Como te duele que tu mujer está por mí. Ella me me quiere, sin tocarla se moja, ella se viene, este flota cabrón, y necesito mi pene, para son como sol, las tuyas son una vela, como tu guille de pieles, si yo cubrido Mayela, ya yo sé que me cela, soy el más favorito, y me como tapita, como los cuchifritos, huele bicho, habla serio, dile la verdad que tiene miedo, te lo he dicho, soy sincero, lo único que importa es mi dinero, sobre te salpica esto pa' hombre, tú no vengas pa' bloque ni te asombre, me dicen Bleazy, estamos suaves, le digo sí pero cuidado con mi salvaje, que se nos pegue con un tiro, porque no juego con los míos, somos bichotes que no chivos, si quieren guerra estamos activos, si no dinero no me importa, estoy enfocado en buenas bolsas, mi reputación es honorosa, aunque me lleven en esposas.
That piece of shit up there, I never liked him. I never trusted him.